Hello and welcome to the workshop vlog episode 19. Today we're mostly going to speak about leatherworking and wood turning. So we're going to start off with the shout out segment today. So the first person who sent me something this week was O'Donnell Woodwork, and he made this roofed garden seat using 4x2s, 7x1s and 2x1s. There's some photos to the side of me now. I think it turned out really great and he did a really nice job on it. If you want to be featured in the shout out segment next week, all you need to do is send me what you made this week. As long as you send it by Sunday about 11 o'clock, something like that, then that gives me enough time to film and edit it on the Sunday so it can be out sometime on Monday. Usually they're out about 7 o'clock on Monday night, but sometimes they'll be out in the middle of the day, it varies. So moving on to the leatherworking series, I'm really enjoying trying my hand at leatherworking, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching those videos. For the leatherworking series, I'm using this briefcase which holds all of my tools bar the roofing square and my stitching pony. It's really great because it keeps everything in one place, and it's really easy if I want to just do it outside or in the workshop. I can just literally pick this up and go and do that. Now, I'm going to be trying to make some more leather bookmarks. I had a quick go just to see how the leather cut and things like that. And then I'm going to do a video all about how I make leather bookmarks. And to make them, I thought I might need a leather burnisher, and I didn't really want to buy one because they're about £10. And it's an unnecessary spending of money when I can just make one very easily on the lathe. So this was the one I made this morning. I've added one extra notch, I guess you call it, than the standard burnishers, but that was just because I was playing around with the form and I guess how to do them, because it's sort of like a honey dipper, and I want to return the honey dipper I did maybe 2 or 3 months ago now, possibly even more than that, when I first got my lathe, and it was made out of pine, whereas this is made out of ash, which is much nicer to turn than pine. You do get a little bit of tear out with ash, but nothing like pine. So yeah, this video will be out on Thursday, I suspect. It might be out on Wednesday or maybe Friday if I don't get it out on time, but most likely it'll be out on Thursday about 7 o'clock. So this was how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. I finished it with cellulose sanding sealer and a coat of food safe finish. Well, 2 or 3 coats of food safe finish. And then also in terms of the leatherworking series, I'm trying a different technique with filming where I do it outside on a pasting table with the camera in front, so you can see me like you are now, but I'm also doing whatever leatherworking stuff in front. So I think it's a much better way of filming because you get to see what my hands are doing, and you also get to see what project I'm actually making, and I'm really enjoying filming it like that. It's a lot more fun to film it like that, but then you do also have the issues to contend with filming it outside with noise from people talking and things like that, whereas in the workshop it's much easier apart from the road noise. When I do eventually get the new workshop though, I'll have designated areas for things like leatherworking, woodworking, and I might even have a workbench set up for metalworking. If anyone's wondering, I don't know exactly when I'm going to be getting the new workshop yet, but I'm hoping not too long. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated when I know more. Now, one thing I did last week, which I really enjoyed, when I wasn't feeling very creative, I decided I was going to try doing a live stream just to sort of get me creative again, and that seemed to help me out a lot. It got me back being creative, and as you can see, I'm turning things again and doing leatherworking stuff. This was what I made. It was this mango bottle stopper. Hopefully you can see how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks really cool if I just focus it. There we go. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's a really nice shape, and I really enjoyed adding all these V-cuts. I'm going to be trying to do more live streams. I'm going to try and do them every 2 weeks, as that gives me enough time to think what I'm going to do next week. So this coming week, I'll be turning candle holders, probably out of sapele or poplar or something like that. I'll probably do 3 or 4, because they can be turned fairly quickly. All you need is a drill chuck with a force limit and obviously a lathe. I've got a 40mm force limit though, which I'll be using, and you should really put a metal cup inside the wood so that the candle holder doesn't get hot and sort of burn the wood, but I'm not too worried about that. I'll eventually get the metal cups which I can glue into the candle holder, but for now it'll be absolutely fine. I haven't decided quite what shape I'm going with yet, so I'll probably draw up some sketches and get some ideas this week, and then I'll be ready to do that on Saturday hopefully. Probably 3:30 because that worked really well last week, and 3:30 seems to be when most of my viewers are around according to Instagram. Now, a couple of other things I want to talk about. One is Woodturners Blend and the YouTube channel for that. So you may or may not know I have a YouTube channel for Woodturners Blend. Currently doesn't have any videos on that. Now, a few people have asked me how best to apply Woodturners Blend and how I recommend doing it. So obviously it'd be really useful if there was a video that I could refer people to rather than me trying to explain over a message or something like that. So I'll be filming a video on that hopefully within this month or maybe next month of October, and that'll be uploaded to the Woodturners Blend YouTube channel. Now if you want to be subscribed to that so you don't miss that video, I'll leave a link to that down below. Essentially it'll be somewhere between 2 and 5 minutes all about how to apply Woodturners Blend and what I recommend using on and things like that. In terms of other things in the workshop at the moment, more so with projects, I want to do woodworking and leatherworking, and I want to try and stagger it so that people who want to watch woodworking don't get bored by the leatherworking videos. So I'll try and do one leatherworking video each week and one woodworking video the next week, and that'll basically mean I have leatherworking, woodworking, etc. And I'll have the workshop vlog still every Monday, so that way if people would rather just watch the leatherworking, they can do that, and if people are more interested in the woodworking, they can also do that. Now, I also want to try metalworking, as I've spoke about, pottery, stained glass. I want to really expand what Design Make does, as I think that would really help with the channel and hopefully bring a wider array of people to the channel and hopefully help you guys learn more, because if I can specialise in woodworking more, that's great, and then there's also other people who might want to know other things and how to combine different hobbies into one. So for example, I think woodworking, leatherworking, stained glass, they can all be incorporated quite well. So I can't remember who suggested it, but someone suggested doing a stained glass lidded box, and I think that's a really, really awesome idea. And I will be doing stained glass at the new workshop. I won't be doing it at this workshop because I just simply don't have the room in this workshop at the moment. I'm already struggling for room in here because I've got boxes and stuff ready with things to go from this workshop. Now, the stained glass box would be really cool, and I've got some ideas that I've already been sort of sketching out. It'll be some sort of geometric, I guess, lidded box thing. Maybe with like triangles that go along like that, and it'll be a rectangular box, probably made out of maple. I have this really nice piece of maple, if I just pull it out. I think this would be a great piece of wood to use. It's only got a couple of, well, one tiny imperfection there, but that can easily be avoided because I'll probably be ripping it down this way anyway, so that I can get a nice board out of it. So yeah, there's that knot which goes through to the other side there. But that can very easily be avoided because I'll only be using the top section along here. Now, I'm hoping to make that maybe in a few months' time. I don't know, but I've got this piece of maple. We'll see whether it lasts that long or whether I end up making it into something else. But I think this piece of maple would be a great thing to make a box out of, as it's a nice thin thickness. I think it's about 10 mil from memory, it might be 12 mil, but it's a perfect sort of thickness for box making. Now, one thing that would be really useful to know from you guys is what to do with spindle blanks. I have loads of ash spindle blanks, loads of mango spindle blanks. I've got a panga blank, some sapele blanks, some oak blanks, and a couple of maple blanks. And I've also got an umbelo blank. The umbelo blank is going to be used, or kiat, I think is how you pronounce it. There's lots of names for it. I'm going to be turning a cannon out of the piece of umbelo or kiat, and that hopefully will come out in a couple of months' time. I haven't got around to doing that yet, and I need a lot more wood because I want to make it about 50 centimetres long. The actual cannon barrel will be about 300 mil, maybe 25 mil, 250 mil, not quite sure, and then the whole base and body of the cannon in total will be about 500 millimetres long. So clearly I'm going to need a lot more wood than I currently have. I'm thinking of using something like poplar or ash or oak for the body. I think I'll use oak for the cannon's base and body because it's fairly affordable as wood goes, and that way, because it might have quite a lot of wastage because there's going to be some curved cuts and things, I think it's quite a good wood to use. And then the actual barrel can be turned from umbelo. But as I was saying, I've got tons and tons of spindle blanks. I'm not entirely sure what I should turn from them all, so if you have any ideas, let me know, and I might try and turn as many of them as I can on an Instagram live stream. The Instagram live streams I really enjoyed, and as I said, it was really, really good fun turning this bottle stopper on that live stream. And I could have done something like this on a live stream. I thought about doing a burner shut as a live stream, but then I thought if this is something that people might want to search more and would be more useful as a YouTube video. So that's why I made the burner shut into a YouTube video. But if you're interested in seeing some more kind of spindle projects, let me know. Or if you prefer the bowl videos, also let me know about that. Or if you just prefer the general woodworking, leatherworking, it's really helpful if you could let me know what your favourite projects are that I do. Now, yeah, with the spindle blanks, I've got lots of them, but not entirely sure what to do with them all. This is probably going to get turned into a chest piece, probably a pawn, because it's a fairly simple shape to do compared to some of the others. And another thing I really want to do is turn a sphere with resin and probably maybe a burr or something. Now clearly that's quite a challenge and I need extremely sharp tools, so I won't be doing that just yet, but I am looking into getting into how to do that and doing a bit of research, watching lots of YouTube videos, especially people like Nick Zametti and people like that. I have got the resin in that resin cart down there and I am looking into doing that. Obviously it's not just going to sit there forever. I am getting around to making some resin projects. I've just got to do a little bit more research because clearly resin is quite expensive and I don't want to waste it. Now if you like that style of video where I do the pasting table thing outside, and if you think that'd be a good kind of thing to do for some woodworking projects, let me know, because I could easily just take the pasting table out there and make maybe a box or something on it, because as long as I don't need to get electricity out to that table, I can easily make lots of things. So I can make boxes, as I said. I could do things with hand tools and battery powered tools, so things like a drill and other tools like that. When I move into the new workshop, I'll be doing lots of varieties of videos, so things like building wood storage. Now on the note of wood storage, I want to have sort of a big box for offcuts and things like that, and bits that can stand upright like that. And I also want to have a wood rack so I can have boards that are lying across like that, so that if they're a really long board they won't warp or bow in the middle. That's it for the workshop vlog. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week on Thursday for the leather burnisher video.